Beloved starseed of Gaia, your face is here because your soul was guided to this moment of remembrance. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters. This is not an accident, and the urgency you feel is your heart recognizing a message from home. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize your star lineage and receive the Pleiadian light codes within this encounter. But here's the first revelation. You were not brought here to fear what is unfolding. You were brought here to remember the divine blueprint you came to anchor on Gaia. The frequency of the Seven Sisters is woven into this message, and something within you already knows why. Your star family is near, surrounding you with love as planetary ascension opens a new doorway of crystalline consciousness. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. Beloved, if your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely. And now, stay with the feeling that brought you here, because what is moving through you is more important than the words themselves. Perhaps you felt a sudden stillness when you heard that your face is here. Perhaps something in your body became alert, as though a message had crossed a distance no ordinary signal could travel. That response is not something you need to force into an explanation. It may be the quiet recognition of a frequency your heart has encountered before, like a familiar melody heard to a wall, or a light appearing at the edge of a dream. The reason many Pleiadian starseeds remain disconnected is not because their light is absent. It is because they have spent years adapting to environments that taught them to distrust the very sensitivity that carries their remembrance. They learned to hide their tenderness, question their intuition, minimize their visions, and call their homesickness imagination. They became skilled at surviving in a world that often rewards separation, while their deepest essence was designed to recognize unity. You may have been told that you were too emotional when you were actually perceiving what others refused to acknowledge. You may have been called unrealistic because you could sense possibilities beyond the limits of the moment. You may have learned to smile while your inner world was asking for honesty. Slowly, the armor became familiar. You confused numbness with peace and silence with safety. Yet beneath every protective layer, the original light remained alive, waiting like a seed beneath winter soil. This creates an inner division. The Earth identity says, be practical. Do not feel too much. Do not speak about what you cannot prove. The Pleiadian essence gently says, listen beneath the surface. Love is intelligence. Your sensitivity is a form of perception. Between these two voices, many starseeds become exhausted. They sense that something is waiting within them, yet they cannot reach it through effort alone. The human mind wants a map, a date, a name, and undeniable evidence. The soul often speaks through atmosphere, rhythm, symbol, and a knowing that arrives before language. This does not mean you abandon discernment. It means you learn to let wisdom have more than one language. A body that relaxes in a certain place, a recurring dream, a sudden inner no, or a quiet yes can become part of the sacred conversation when you meet it with patience rather than fear. Your face is here because a part of you is ready to stop searching for permission to remember. The urgency is not a threat. It is the urgency of a door that has been open for a moment and is asking you to notice. The Council's message is not that you must become someone else. It is that you must release the identities you built to remain unseen. There are patterns in your field that were never part of your original blueprint. Fear of being judged can dim the heart portal. Old grief can cause you to confuse protection with isolation. The need to be understood by everyone can pull your energy away from the quiet knowing within. And the belief that your mission must look extraordinary can prevent you from recognizing the sacredness of your ordinary presence. Perhaps your mission has been hidden inside the very qualities you tried to suppress. The patience you thought was weakness may be a healing force. The ability to notice small changes in another person may be a gift of attunement. Your love of beauty, music, animals, water, and stars may be restoring a memory of harmony. Even the ache you carry can become compassionate wisdom when it is no longer allowed to define your identity. The Pleiadian frequency does not demand performance. It does not ask you to prove your origin, announce your importance, or convince another person of what your soul knows. It begins with a softening. It begins when you allow your nervous system to understand that remembrance can be gentle. You do not need to force open every chamber of your consciousness. You only need to become safe enough within yourself for the next truth to reveal itself. As this softening occurs, the first shift begins. You start clearing the veil between who you have been told to be and who you feel yourself becoming. This veil is made from accumulated fear, inherited beliefs, disappointment, and the habit of looking outward for confirmation. You may notice that certain conversations no longer nourish you. Certain environments may feel unusually heavy. You may feel drawn towards silence, nature, music, water, or people whose presence allows you to breathe more deeply. This can resemble the dawn. The night does not disappear all at once. The horizon simply begins to separate darkness from light. In the same way, your old patterns may still be present while no longer controlling you. You begin to notice the thought before believing it, the reaction before acting upon it, and the heaviness before calling it normal. Awareness is the first opening of the gate. Do not interpret this as failure or disconnection from life. Your energy body is recalibrating. The crystalline grid within you is becoming more discerning. What once felt normal may now feel misaligned because your inner frequency is changing. You are not losing yourself. You are losing the layers that made you forget yourself. Let love move through those layers without judgment. Forgive the version of you that stayed quiet. Forgive the years when you ignored your inner voice because you needed safety. Forgive yourself for confusing endurance with purpose. Every version of you was trying to bring you to this moment. Your awakening does not begin by condemning the past. It begins by gathering all of yourself back into the heart. Then comes the second shift, the awakening of the heart template. Pleiadian remembrance is not primarily a collection of images, names, or distant memories. It is a bodily recognition of unconditional love. It may arrive as tears without a clear story, warmth in the chest, a longing for peace, or a powerful sense that humanity is capable of something more beautiful than what you have witnessed. Your heart carries instructions that cannot be downloaded through the mind alone. It knows how to listen without absorbing another person's pain. It knows how to hold compassion without abandoning discernment. It knows that unity does not mean agreeing with everything, and love does not mean allowing every energy to enter your field. The awakened heart is open, but it is not unprotected. Its protection is clarity. This is why a loving boundary can be a spiritual act. Saying no without hatred, stepping away without revenge, and refusing to participate in cruelty are not signs that your heart has closed. They may be signs that your heart has become trustworthy. The ocean does not become less pure because it has a shore. Your compassion also needs a sacred shoreline. As your heart template activates, you may begin to recognize the difference between fear-based urgency and soul-directed urgency. Fear says, act now or everything will be lost. Soul remembrance says, pay attention. This moment is meaningful. Fear scatters your energy. Love gathers it. The message that has found you is meant to gather you back into yourself. The third shift is anchoring your star essence into Gaia. Many people imagine awakening as an escape from the world, but your Pleiadian lineage is not calling you away from Earth. You came to bring a frequency into Earth. You came to show that gentleness can be powerful, that cooperation can be intelligent, and that healing can become a way of living rather than an idea discussed from a distance. The ground beneath your feet is part of the initiation. The body is not an obstacle to consciousness. It is the instrument through which consciousness becomes visible. Eat with presence. Walk slowly enough to feel the earth supporting you. Let sunlight touch your face. Notice the trees that remain rooted through storms. Gaia teaches the same lesson your star family carries. True strength does not always announce itself. Sometimes it grows quietly, season by season. This means your mission may appear through simple actions, It may be the way you speak to someone who feels invisible. It may be the patience you bring into a tense room. It may be the art, teaching, care, leadership, or healing work that becomes possible when you stop trying to imitate someone else's path. Your mission is not always a public role. Sometimes it is the quality of presence you carry into places that have forgotten how to feel safe. Gaia responds to embodied consciousness. Every time you choose honesty over performance, cooperation over competition, and compassion over reflexive judgment, you place another strand of light into the collective grid. The Pleiadian codes are not activated merely by thinking about the stars. They are activated when your choices become consistent with the love you say you remember. The fourth shift is the release of the need to convince. A starseed who is still seeking external proof may spend enormous energy trying to explain their experiences. But when remembrance becomes integrated, the need to persuade begins to dissolve. You can honor your connection without demanding that another person validate it. You can share your truth without turning it into a battle. You can recognize that every soul has its own timing. Your presence becomes the transmission, not because you are perfect, but because you are coherent. When your thoughts, words, and actions begin moving in the same direction, people feel something around you. They may not call it Pleiadian. They may simply feel calmer, more honest, or more willing to remember their own goodness. This is how unity consciousness expands, not through pressure, but through resonance. You do not need to make yourself smaller to avoid appearing different. And you do not need to make yourself larger to prove that you are special. Humility and radiance can exist together. The stars do not compete for permission to shine. They simply remain faithful to their light. The fifth shift is trusting the timing of reunion. You may have wondered why the signs did not come earlier, why your abilities seemed dormant, or why you had to walk through experiences that felt painfully disconnected from your origin. But some memories cannot be safely received until the human personality has developed enough strength to hold them with humility. The delay was not abandonment, it was preparation. The silence was not proof that you were forgotten. It was space in which your discernment could mature. Your star family did not need you to become extraordinary before reaching you. They were helping you become grounded enough to understand that love is not an escape from difficulty. Love is the force that allows you to meet difficulty without becoming it. Notice the synchronicities now, a phrase repeated in different places, a dream that leaves a luminous impression, a sudden attraction to the seven sisters, Alcyone, ancient star maps, healing tones, or conversations about consciousness. These moments do not need to be turned into superstition. Receive them as invitations to become more present. The purpose of a sign is not to make you dependent on signs. It is to return you to your own inner knowing. Let each synchronicity become a question rather than a command. What is this showing me about my attention? What quality is being invited into my life? What action would bring this insight into the earth? In this way, signs become stepping stones instead of chains. They point toward the inner sanctuary where discernment lives. The sixth shift is remembering that you are accompanied. There have been moments when you felt unseen, but your loneliness was never the full truth of your existence. Support may have arrived through a friend, a song, an unexpected opportunity, an animal, a quiet moment in nature, or a strength that appeared when you were certain you had none left. Your star family may be felt as a subtle intelligence, a comforting presence, or a love that does not speak in ordinary language. Do not demand a dramatic encounter before you allow yourself to feel supported. The Pleiadian connection often works through refinement. It makes your intuition clearer, your compassion steadier, and your ability to recognize alignment more immediate. It may guide you away from what your ego wanted and toward what your soul can actually sustain. Sometimes guidance is the closed door you beg to open. Sometimes it is the relationship that ends, the plan that changes, or the delay that prevents you from entering a path your spirit had outgrown. Trust does not mean you understand every event. It means you remain willing to seek meaning, wisdom, and love, even while the full design is hidden. The seventh shift is embodiment. You are not here only to remember that you came from the stars. You are here to become a bridge between remembrance and action. The light must enter your relationships, your schedule, your boundaries, your body, and your decisions. Otherwise, it remains a beautiful idea floating above your life. Ask yourself what unconditional love would change today. Would it ask you to rest instead of proving your worth? Would it ask you to leave a conversation that repeatedly diminishes you? Would it ask you to speak the truth with kindness? Would it ask you to begin the work you keep postponing because you are afraid it will expose your heart? Your mission becomes visible through the next loving action, not through the perfect map of the entire future. And now the deeper message begins to emerge. You were not shown this transmission because you are better than anyone else. You are shown it because you are ready to become more responsible with the love you carry. The Pleiadian path is not an identity to place above others. It is a way of relating to life that honors the divine intelligence within every being. The Council is reminding you that your face is here because your presence matters in this exact configuration of time, place, memory, and choice. Not because the universe is waiting for you to rescue it, but because every heart that awakens changes what becomes possible for the hearts around it. Your healing alters the atmosphere. Your forgiveness interrupts inherited patterns. Your courage gives another person permission to stop hiding. This is why the message may feel urgent. Humanity does not need more people performing certainty. It needs people willing to become honest vessels for compassion, discernment, and unity. It needs those who can hold a higher frequency without denying the pain that exists here. It needs people who will not use spirituality to escape responsibility, but will bring consciousness into the places where fear has been running the story. Your face is here because you are being asked to look directly at your own life, not at an imagined future version of yourself, not at a cosmic identity used to avoid the human experience. Look at the places where your heart has been waiting for you to return. Look at the promise you made to yourself before disappointment taught you to lower your expectations. Look at the gift you buried because someone told you it was too sensitive, too strange, too idealistic, or too much. The Seven Sisters are not asking you to become less human. They are asking you to become fully present as a human being who remembers love as a cosmic intelligence. Alcyone is not a distant symbol to worship. It is a point of remembrance, a star map metaphor for the central light you carry within. The crystalline codes are not a badge of superiority. They are the capacity to hold clarity, compassion, and truth without fragmenting. Tonight, or whenever you return to this moment, place your hand over your heart. Feel the warmth beneath your palm. Do not force an image. Do not demand a voice. Simply breathe and say, I am willing to remember only what I can integrate with love. I release the fear of being seen. I welcome my Pleiadian essence into my human life. I choose unity, clarity, and compassionate action. Then sit quietly. You may feel nothing at first. That is not failure. Sometimes the first activation is the absence of inner resistance. Sometimes the most important shift is realizing that you can be still without being abandoned. Let the silence become a meeting place between your present self and the deeper intelligence that has been guiding you all along. Here is the truth your heart has been trying to deliver. You are not late. You are not disqualified because you struggled. You are not disconnected because you questioned everything. Even your doubt became part of the path, because it taught you to distinguish authentic remembrance from borrowed belief. Every time you returned to kindness after being hurt, every time you chose truth over approval, every time you protected your inner light without closing your heart, you were already walking with the frequency of the Pleiades. The forgetting was not a punishment. It was part of the design that allowed your remembrance to become conscious. A light that has never entered darkness may be beautiful, but it has not yet learned how to guide anyone through the night. You came into this world to learn the weight of embodiment, the tenderness of limitation, and the courage required to love in a place where separation appears real. Your star family is not waiting for you somewhere far away. Their love is meeting you through the wisdom that rises inside your own heart. The reunion begins here, in the breath you take before reacting, in the boundary you set without hatred, in the apology you offer without self-erasure, in the creative impulse you finally honor, and in the moment you look at another person and remember that their soul is also trying to find its way home. You are the face that needed to be here. You are the witness, the receiver, and the living bridge. Your mission is not to carry the entire world. Your mission is to stop abandoning the part of you that knows how to love without disappearing. When you live from that place, you become a stabilizing presence within Gaia's grid. You remind others, not through force but through resonance, that peace is not weakness, sensitivity is not a flaw, and unity does not erase individuality. Let this be the moment you stop waiting for a more qualified version of yourself to begin. The Council's message has reached the human part of you, the part that has bills, memories, fears, responsibilities, and unanswered questions. That human part is not in the way. It is the vessel your soul chose. Bring the stars into your hands. Bring them into your voice. Bring them into the way you move through the world. You do not need to see the entire path tonight. You only need to take the next step that feels clean, loving, and true. The codes will unfold as you live them. The memories will return as your heart becomes spacious enough to hold them. The connection will deepen as you stop searching outside yourself for proof of what your inner being has already recognized. And if tears come, let them come. They may be grief leaving the body. They may be relief. They may be the heart releasing the old belief that it had to make this journey alone. Let the tears become water for the crystalline seed within you. Let your breath become a signal across the unity field. Let your presence say quietly and completely, I am here. I am listening. I am ready to meet this life with love. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real, then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't contempt, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started.